Instagram. It is a free app. It's perfect for restaurants since it's a visual platform, and it has around 1 billion active users. However, there are challenges when it comes to using Instagram for our restaurants. First is that it takes time to create content, and all these social media platforms are content monsters. There's never enough content. Like every day you need to produce new things, it seems, since they get buried in the feed. The organic reach continues to go down, 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 down. And it's a challenge developing an effective strategy that works. As the platforms shift, so does our strategy needs to shift. Today, I'm going to give you 10 fast but effective and practical Instagram tips that you can implement and make some dough. The first tip is batch, 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 batch. Batching is, as I mentioned before, is my middle name. I love to batch everything. And so you already batch a lot of things you do in your restaurant, right? For example, when you are going to prep vegetables, you're not going to grab just one bell pepper or one onion, right? You're going to grab a bunch of onions and you're going to prep the vegetables for the day, for instance, right? Same as when you do laundry, you're not going to wash one sock or shirt at a time. We're going to do a load of laundry. Same thing is when you're going to create content, don't be taking one picture and sharing it. Instead, schedule on your calendar a 2-hour block. Have your people, like maybe at 2 p.m. or at 10 a.m. when you're not very busy at that time, and have your kitchen make a bunch of the foods that are on your menu, and have your people hold the dish, take a picture, this person, this angle, on the side of the dining room, next to the sign. Just be creative and take, for example, breadsticks. We have on our Google Drive folder, I have like 10 different pictures of our breadsticks, and I have this, what I call copy bank, as well as we have photo bank and we have video bank that we created batching content creation. Second thing I have for you is to use software to make life easy for yourself. There are a lot of free platforms. I'm pretty sure like Buffer is free, up to like 30 posts or something like that. If not, it's $10 a month for freedom. And I'm telling you, $10 is worth that to have your freedom where you're able to spend 1 hour or 2 hours and schedule out your whole social media, whether it's your Facebook, your Instagram, and all of that. You can schedule it out, including your stories. There are platforms like I use like later.com, and it's again $10 a month. You can schedule your Instagram stories even. So you do the work once and it is done. Third tip I have for you is to use an editing software. There are a lot of free editing softwares out there where you can edit your photos in a way that make them stand out. Maybe you can add a text, maybe even an animated text on it. And some of the platforms that I use that are free are the following. Canva, as I mentioned, canva.com, it is free and it's incredibly powerful. It's pretty much anything you need. I also use Adobe Spark. There are apps. Adobe Spark is an app. You can get multiple other apps. You can create videos, the animated text on it or whatever, and it's all free. And also, again, you can get a desktop version of them or the app. Same as with Canva. You can work on it on the computer or on the phone. Another tip I have for you when it comes to using Instagram and your restaurant is to engage with those that engage with your page. If you want more people to see your posts and engage with you, you need to start by first you being the one that engage with them. So let me talk about it. For example, you have 3 people who liked a picture you posted and you're like, oh, 3 people is not that many people. You click on those people's names, you go to their page. If it is a public page, like a few of their pages, send, under one of their photos, simply say, hey, thanks so much for being one of our customers, or thanks for, commenting on our post or whatever. You can always send them a DM as well. But this person, as you engaged with them and you were able to serve them on a one-on-one, right? They feel very special. Oh, wow, so-and-so restaurant came in and liked a couple of my pages, right? Or you can follow them or whatever it is. You're able to build these one-on-one relationships. And once this becomes a habit and you do that on a daily basis, this person will see more of your posts since you both engaged with one another. And they're more likely to continue to see your posts and engage with you. Where you can start is my next tip, and that is to go to your search bar on Instagram under Explore, whatever it is, the search section, and search for the hashtag in your city. You can do the name of your town, comma, state, or for example, for us, it's like, San Antonio, it could be SA, it could be San Antonio, comma, Texas, San Antonio, comma, TX, all different variations of it. And you can go and engage with those that use your town's hashtag. And again, that's going to gain you a follower. And also, hopefully, they're like, oh, what's that restaurant I've never been to? Maybe they come and check you out, right? You never know, right? But I'm going to go over how you can know and one of the future tips here in a second. But be sure to engage with those that use your town's hashtag. The reason why they're using the hashtag is because they want to be seen by people in town. Why don't you give them what they want? So hopefully you will get what you need. This one I learned from Gary Vee, and that is to, again, when you search for folks that are hashtag of your town, go in and you can see the top 6 or 9 posts. And those folks are the ones that have either the most following, these pictures of they've had the most likes or what have you, or comments. It depends. But I personally, even beyond that, I just go over the feed, and people who use our local hashtag, I send them a DM from our restaurant. I simply say, hey, my name is Hingham from so-and-so restaurant. I wasn't sure if you've ever been to our restaurant. However, I'd like to see if you're open if we were to treat you to a pizza, would you be willing to share your experience on your social? Now, that person can have 300 followers. It could have 2,000 followers. It doesn't matter to me. I need customers. We need thousands of customers for our restaurant. So we gain one fish at a time. Some of the other initiatives is you throw the whole net and try to get a lot of fish. But with the DM, you're able to connect with people on a one-on-one basis. That is incredibly powerful. And so we do that as well. We have a system and a template. We have folks simply text us a keyword, a coupon goes to their cell phone with the text message marketing that we use. And there is a limit of time. For example, it's only valid for the next 7 days. And we're able to track the redemption rate of those as well. But DMing those and offering them a free food, I don't care. It could be free breadsticks. It could be a free coffee. And you'd be surprised. People would be delighted to come and to your restaurant, take some pictures, share it on their story. We've had bloggers who come in this way. We didn't have to pay for those posts. We simply gave them some free food and we got to shake their hands and get to meet them. That's incredibly powerful. Next tip I have is to utilize your real estate well. I always talk about your 4-wall real estate that you have in your store, to use it wisely. It's as well on, say, Instagram in particular that we're talking about. Some of the real estate you have is your bio. It is critical to utilize that well. When somebody lands and sees one of your posts, maybe a friend tags them, they come to your bio like, where is this place? Right? Did you just hear me? That's what they're thinking. They're like, where is this place? I see so many restaurants that they don't put like their address. You need to make it easy for people to know where you are. Like, it's in New York. Well, look, I'm never going to go, like, man, because we're in Texas, right? I'm like, well, however, if it's like, oh, they're in San Antonio and my friend tagged me on something, or I saw somebody engaging with that, I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'll go check it out. Make sure you put your address and or your phone number and or your website or something like that on your Instagram bio. Another thing you can do with your bio on Instagram is to have a specific offer. Again, with texting, this is so powerful. You can say, text the word Insta to the phone number this and this and this to receive a free order of breadsticks on your next visit. So this is what this does. This person comes to our bio like, oh, wow, they're in San Antonio. Maybe I go check them out sometimes. And then they get that text. They're like, oh, they're giving me free breadsticks. Great. They grab their phone and they send you a text message and you capture their phone number. And then obviously you give them a coupon and it's valid for the next 7 days, for instance. And there's that urgency. So they're like, oh, we should go this week, what have you, to redeem that offer. And not only that, you have a phone number to market to week after week. As you know, we're adamant about sending at least one weekly text, which is what we do every single week. We send a text message with an offer to our customer database. We have thousands of people in our database. And this way, I also can be like, oh, our list of Instagram, how many people from Instagram, right, are part of our list? You can have these keywords. I mean, it's incredibly powerful. If you are interested in learning more about how you can use affordably and effectively text message marketing, please let me know. I'm going to have all the information down below. You can email me at makingdoughshow@gmail.com. This is also what we do. We serve other restaurant owners, setting them up with text message marketing. And it's fantastic because you can elevate your efforts on Instagram in growing your database of your customers and continue to market to them beyond just the one post. Another tip that I have for you is about your captions. If you want people to comment on your post, you need to ask them a question. If you just post a picture of one of your dishes or a picture of one of your servers and it says, fettuccine Alfredo or great for a hot day or something. You're not asking, what are people going to, they may just like that post, but they're not going to comment on it because you never asked a question, right? Versus if you were able to ask specific questions, if it was like pepperoni or, comment below and let us know if you're team pepperoni or team sausage. Are you more into Alfredo or marinara? Are you into pizza bianca or this? Or asking questions, people are more likely to answer. Ask questions where the answer is short. This is the same strategy you can implement with your Instagram stories. It's so easy to utilize the poll feature. I do that all the time because I want to see what people are into. Like, I may post a meat thing and a veggie thing. I want to see what our customers are into. And let me tell you this, a lot of our customers are into meat. Though the national media is going to tell me that, there is this healthy food trend, which is true. I'm not saying it isn't. Our demographic customers of ours are into meat. So I better have meat varieties at our restaurant versus, let's have a lot of vegetarian and vegan stuff when we're not going to have the sales for it. But we can talk about that another time. Add questions to your captions. Another tip I have for you that I see all the time, a lot of restaurants do, is that you and I see our food every single day. For example, we're talking about fettuccine Alfredo, it's a delicious dish. You see that every single day, dozens of times going, whatever it is. Here's what you're not thinking about is somebody maybe comes to check you out and they go to for example, they search pizza near me or taco place near me or a burger joint near me, and your restaurant may pop up and they go to your Instagram page to see what you serve and they see pictures of delicious food. And maybe it's a meatball something sandwich, right? And you're simply on the caption are saying that, this is great for this thing, or you're just being very descriptive. And there's nothing wrong with being descriptive. However, you failed to add the name of the dish. When I'm coming to order that, I'm like, what's the name of this thing? I saw a picture of it. What's the name of it, right? Make sure that always, wherever it is under your caption, put the name of the dish. So somebody's like, well, I should order that sometimes. What kind of a dessert is this? What kind of cheesecake is that? Put the name of the cheesecake or whatever the dish is. Also put what's in it. Just list the ingredients. A lot of times people see a sandwich. They're like, well, I don't like is that roasted red bell peppers or that's sun-dried tomatoes, right? Make sure also to add the ingredients of what's in that dish under all of your captions, wherever you have a dish, so people can know make it easy for them. That photo that they saw, what was the name of that dish and what's in it? Aside from, again, being descriptive, which is incredibly important. You want their appetite, their mouth to water. I'm cool with all of that, but just make sure that that little simple tip hopefully will make your captions to be more effective. Last but not least, friend, this is my 10th tip for you, is to recruit your team. You should not need to be doing all of this. Your people are already on social media all the time. What is it going to take for you to recruit one of them to help you with this so you don't have to do it? You cast the vision, you set clear expectations that are written, and you hand it to them and expect them to do the task. Set a budget. Maybe you're like, $25 a week or $50 a month. I don't care. And you I need you to post once of this or this and that. I don't know. You need to set clear expectations that are written for that person to sign. Or maybe you can even rotate it with team member. You can have a team member takeover of your Instagram account. But again, utilize your team for this. You should not be doing this, friend. All right. So here you go. There were 10 practical and fast tips for you to use this powerful and free tool more effectively so you can make more dough. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Making Dough Show. I appreciate it very much. I know you're busy, so thank you for tuning in. If there's any way we can help you out with anything, or you got any questions you would like me to cover in a future episode, be sure to send me an email to makingdoughshow@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. And with that, I hope to see you next week right here on Making Dough Show. Thank you. Bye-bye.